witness this signing of our intention to collaborate with Danubius International University. We, of course, expect a lot from this. First and foremost, the fact that the two institutions are willing to work together is already, in my opinion, a plus. Because whenever two partners come together, we expect to get some interesting results. In this particular case, we are looking at a number of things. The first one, of course, is the student staff exchange program that we hope to actually realize. We hope to work as a team to perhaps source for funding to support a number of our programs, programs that run in the two institutions. We also hope through this to actually come up with programs that could actually give our students exposure to the different cultures, different lifestyle. And in this particular case, the one that is of interest to us a lot is to explore the possibility of actually running dual degree programs. So we believe will expose the students from our two institutions to the world in a much better way. We are also really persuaded by the thinking of Danubius University of exploring ways of actually making education very affordable and trying to get more people to be involved to support education. So I think from this experience, we should be able to also find ways and means of supporting some of our students who come from marginal areas who need this education, but there has always been a limited gap. So through the experience and through this partnership, we hope to get a little insight into how Danubius University has been able to do this.
First of all, I just want to say thanks to our host. We learned a lot today that I didn't know that your public university is the first one established by the Kenyans. For Kenyans. So the name Moi is a very important one that that I know of, even as an American. But Danubius International University has a vision of preparing global leaders, okay, and especially coming from Africa. And we are happy to come to Kenya. We've been here now for almost 5 days and travel across the country and realize that Kenya is at a very strategic position with United Nations offices moving here. To bring the collective education to a higher level. In terms of brain drain, there has been some kind of complaint that students leave their country, they go to other countries for education, and they don't come back. Again, this is part of the lesson for the leadership of every country. The importance of any country has to be based on the collective talent of its people. And our role as leaders is to attract our people and give them the resources to transform the country where they are. So whatever is taking them to abroad, let's try and bring it here so that when they go abroad, they come back home. And actually, I want to congratulate Kenya because it's beginning to happen. Cynthia Kropac, that I mentioned to you, was a student at Kent State University. And she has a home in Atlanta, but then she has now decided to come back to Kenya to further this operation that we are doing. Training people for global leadership means understanding the world so that it can be best effective at home in a shrinking world. So we lift up humanity and make the world a smaller place. That is what global education ought to be.
For us, it is very, very key. We're an economic development agency, and if we're going to talk about development, the youth are at the center, at the heart of it. As we know, Kenya is 70% youth, and the more that the youth is empowered and they grow, that is the way we can be able to move the needle as we move forward. For us as an agency, we really want to be able to create global citizenship, global citizens in our region. And so how are we doing that? this kind of partnership really raises the bar in what we're trying to do. Many of the challenges that we're facing as a coastal region is the aspects of unemployment. And so how are we bridging that gap? How are we bringing, elevating our students, elevating our youth to be able to be competitive out there? And this is what it's all about.
Brilliant. How many young people, rather students, do you envisage to have really roped into this collaboration, or rather to have really looked into the job sector within the next 5 years as Jumuiya?
Oh my gosh, the sky is the limit, honestly. We cannot really put a bar to it, but really as a benchmark, I mean, we would want from 200,000, 500,000, 1 million youth to be able to get this. As we've said, there are a number of job gaps that are there, and we want to be able to, as many youth can transition, not only to employment, if we can raise those who can become entrepreneurs, who can become employers in their own space, then that's the way we need to grow.